welcome to Silly Point, Sunstead Creek Club TV's podcast with Tyler Ward and, of course, Dan Allen.
Good evening. So, and again, we've had a great spot here. We've got a cricket match. It's Surrey over 60s, 4th 11,
Correct.
I think, versus Hertfordshire. Surrey are 40 for 3, chasing, 240 or something?
Something like that, yeah. Keith Haynes is padding up, ready to go in next, I think.
Oh my God, that's going to slow the run rate.
That'll up the run rate.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, so, what have we got? Cricket's underway.
Cricket's underway.
Yeah, the season started.
The season has started, and the season properly starts this Saturday.
Yeah.
So fixtures have been happening, but this Saturday is when the newly devised format really begins.
Yeah, it's called the Surrey Championship League Cup, I think.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, and it's a shortened league. I think we talked about it last time. Shortened league. We're in a division of 8 teams, so we've got 7 matches. First and second team, home and away. And this Saturday we are away to Chipstead, Coulsdon and Woolcountians.
And home to Chipstead, Coulsdon and Woolcountians.
Indeed.
And also away to Chipstead, Coulsdon and Woolcountians.
Yeah, I think so.
We've home to Chipstead, Coulsdon and Woolcountians.
Yeah, first, second, third, fourth, I think. But anyway, I'm going to film the first 11 away at Chipstead, so we'll get Tyler on film for, I think, the first time this season.
I think you're right.
Yeah. And you'll be able to get a look at the all-new first 11. It's sort of half of people from last season, and we got a few newbies, so that's going to be really exciting.
Oh, I'm excited. Yeah, looking forward to it. Okay, right, Dan, I think next we should go back to the archive and take a look at what happened against Chipstead, Coulsdon and Woolcountians here last year.
Absolutely, let's do that. Back to the archive.
Dan, 3 things stand out for me. Firstly is the first ball of the match where Sam had a go at one early on and 6 first ball.
Sam hit the first ball for 6 over there, over the nets. And I think we got 18 off the first over.
And not a lot else after that.
And then it all went downhill.
Yeah.
One of their bowlers, I can't remember the chap's name, I'll put it up. He got a 7 for not many. I can't remember if it was 15 or 24, but it wasn't many. Bowled beautifully, actually. Well, you would know because you were there. He got you out, didn't he?
He did. Yeah, I was one of the 7.
Yeah, and I think everyone was out in the same way, weren't they?
I mean, he just put it on a spot, bowling gentle away swing, and that was enough.
Yeah, no one was moving their feet. I mean, it was May, so
Yeah.
all a bit early season.
No, he bowled well.
Yeah, and then the other thing was, they just knocked him off for RBN.
Yeah, they won. Good team though.
Yeah, good team. But as I think I said at the time, when you're one team, Sanderstead playing against 3 teams, Chipstead, Coulsdon and Woolcountians, you're always up against it. But no, seriously, they're a really great team. They're a Div 1 club. We're now in Div 3. So they went up, we went down. Playing them on Saturday I think is going to be quite tough, but then we've got some great new players, and hopefully we can spring a surprise. Well, now it's time for personal favourite of mine, Codgers Corner, where this week we ask our Codgers, I can't remember. That's a typical Codger moment, isn't it? Where this week we ask our Codgers what it was that they did at their peak and what it is that they're doing now. So, here we go, Codgers Corner.
Who do you think you are, kid?
I played for the Twos in 1999 and scored a few runs that year and kept wicket a bit. So that was probably me purple patch for a couple of weeks. That was memorable. And then Matthew was born, and that stopped all that in the same season, bless him. And what do I do now? I ache, I'm painful, so I don't stop anything in the field, but I suppose I do bat and bowl a bit for the 3s, and if Hainsey will agree, I probably keep wicket as well at the same time when I can. So that's me.
I was at my best. First team spin bowler, slogger and specialist gully fielder, only because no one else would do it. And right now I'm grazing in the fours, making occasional contributions and passing on my accumulated wisdom to the next generation.
Yep, I was a second 11 stalwart. That means I was an average batsman, an average bowler, occasional average wicketkeeper, but a very good fielder. And I know Dan will cut this bit out, but I did also score a league 100 and take 7 wickets in an innings. These days, I faff about a lot in the fourth 11, helping bring the youngsters on, and my aim is to still be playing in my 50th season for Sanderstead in 2025, joints permitting.
I was a third 11 non-spinning off-spinner for a number of years. What do I do now? I umpire and drink real ale, but not at the same time.
Ridiculously under-bowled all-rounder for the first 11 through the 80s and 90s. Ended up having to make do as a top order batsman. Currently on an extended break from playing cricket, but never to retire. I'll be back one day.
I did actually spend 2 years in the first team in the 1980s. Was dropped back down to the twos and really have been a twos player for most of my time. A lot of it skippering, probably more than 50% of it skippering. But I'm still playing for whoever, whoever is desperate enough to need my services. I'm part of the grounds team, but the young pups like Matt are doing such a great job now. I'm taking more of a back seat, but I'm still part of the grounds team and will help out as and when needed. And I guess I do what a lot of other old codgers do, which I reminisce a lot and no doubt rewrite a few stories in my own mind about the past and how fabulous and great it was and wonderful and everything. But we did have great times. And obviously I break wind copiously, but you can't be an old codger unless you do that.
What am I doing these days? Well, apart from hanging around like a bad fart at the club on Saturdays, I occasionally turn out for the fourth 11 when they're short or require a little bit of dot bowling. I also turn out for the Surrey Seniors over 60s, try saying that after a couple of beers, and it's all good fun. And in the winter I decided to finally take my umpire's badges. So look out all you lot who use the front pad, I'll be after you.
I was an opening batsman mainly. I did bat down the order sometimes, but usually opened the batting. I skippered the team, the league team, for about 3 seasons, and I was vice captain quite a lot of the time. My specialist field position was nowhere, but whenever I could, I fielded in the slips because I didn't particularly like running around. There were loads of younger people to do that sort of thing. What do I do now? Not an awful lot, really. I work. I play a bit of codger golf. Turn up at the ground very occasionally to watch a match. But yeah, don't really do an awful lot. And that was before lockdown.
Mr. Keith Haynes has now joined Dan and myself, and I thought that we'd play Sanderstead's version of an all-star Mr. and Mr. Well, I'm going to ask a question, and you're either going to raise your hand if you think you're the more likely, or you're going to point at the other person. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So, for example, I might say most likely to score 100.
Wicket.
Not out.
Not out.
Most likely to score 100.
Yeah.
And you'd either go yourself or point
him.
if you think it's
Yeah. And just give a bit of context. Keith, you and I have known each other since I think 1986 was my first year here. You were here from 73 or something. So
73.
So we've known each other for 35 years, playing here at the Old Sawmill and watching the sunset. So just so people know, we do know each other reasonably well, I think.
We do.
But we're about to find out, aren't we?
We're about to find out.
You through spotty youth.
Yes.
I knew Dan when he had teeth. Correct. His own.
There you go. Right, should we go?
Yes.
Should we go?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
let's start with that. Most likely to score 100.
Me.
You
I
put your
have.
hand up, Keith.
He
You said that
has.
you
Sorry,
understood
yes, I
the-
have. Yeah, league
Oh,
ton.
okay,
yes.
okay. Have you?
Yes.
No, not 100.
Okay. Most likely to take a fifer.
Don't
It's
know.
good. It's good. Most likely to not pay their match fees.
Oh, I think that's got to be me.
Probably you, yeah. I've never not
the
paid.
dark side.
Most likely to not wash their whites.
I would say Dano.
Well, only pre-marriage.
In his youth.
Pre-marriage, yeah.
Pre-marriage, yes, yes, definitely.
Okay. Most likely to skip match tea.
Probably me.
Well, I was going to say, yeah, maybe me. I mean, if I was bowling second, I wouldn't have a tea.
Yeah, I wouldn't. There's certain things I do like on the table and other things I don't. So,
Okay.
I'd skip a tea.
Most likely to captain Sunstead's 5th 11.
5th 11.
Well, I have.
Ainsley, yeah.
Sorry about that.
There you go.
That's a trick question. I have.
That is. I had a good question, but I've forgotten it.
Oh well, fair enough.
Oh, who's the better player?
That's if you look
Difficult one.
at if you look at bowling, Dano is a better bowler.
Yeah, you're probably you're
but
better
an
all-rounder.
all-rounder batsman bowler.
I think that's
Me.
a nice
Yeah,
way.
I
That's
think
fair
so.
enough.
Nice
Yeah.
way to
More
round.
runs.
Absolutely, absolutely.
There we go.
Keith, it's been a pleasure knowing you
I'd
for
like to
35
say
years.
the same, but I found
And
I
hopefully
can't.
we've got another 35. Well, I don't know what we'll be like then.
35. You will me out in a coffin. Simple. Yeah.
Very
There you
good,
go.
very good.
There you go.
Excellent. Well, that was fun.
Oh,
Thank you. Right, you can go back now.
I'll do a special one on tours at some stage.
Yeah,
what
yeah.
goes on tour
What goes on
doesn't
tour.
stay on tour. That would be a series.
Very good. Well, good luck, Keith.
Was that okay?
That was brilliant.
Cool. Right, Dan, before we round off,
Mm-hmm.
as we've mentioned, you'll obviously be following the first 11 at Chipstead this Saturday.
Yes.
But you're going to remain flexible over the remainder of the season, aren't you?
Yes, so we've got 7 league games each of the next 7 Saturdays. Probably major on home because, well, why wouldn't you? But if anyone looks like, if either of the teams look like they've got a chance of winning this thing, then I might do the last couple of games following that side. But yeah, as you say, it's going to be flexible.
Perfect. Well, we can't wait to get the season started. We hope you look forward to it too. So,
And can I just say one other thing?
of course.
The format of these games, they're 40 over matches. So straight win or lose, you get 20 points for a win, nothing if you lose, and 10 points for a tie. So it's it's quite sort of there's none of this bonus
Yeah, no,
stuff.
it should be exciting.
Win
should
or
be
lose
good fun.
stuff. I think so. Yeah, it's going to be
Perfect. Right, again, thank you for watching. I think that's goodbye from us.
great, and it's goodbye from him.
From me. Peace out.
Cheers. That was a bit of two Ronnie. Well, will people not get that?
I don't get it. It's a good thing.
Oh yes, that's gone before. Dell's going to be livid. Let's look at Dell. Oh, a double teapot. A double teapot from Dell. That's magnificent.
I don't care, I just want to get home.
Hello, welcome once again to Silly Point. That's what we're called. The Sanderstead Cricket Club TV podcast.
Yeah, we've been practicing this, haven't we, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm
Yeah.
a bit tired and
Oh,
I
dear. Tired and
I went for a
emotional.
curry last night.
Oh, good.
Let's start again.
Do you want to go again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be looking over here and then you bring me in.
I think that's the guy with the wig.
Oh.
This guy.
Oh yeah, definitely. Where this week we ask our codgers, I still can't remember.
Should I have a look?
No, I've got it.
Okay.
Where this week we ask our codgers what it was that, no, I still can't remember. No, I've got it now.